So, you're thinking about bringing a vehicle into the UK. It can feel like a total bureaucratic maze, right? All those forms, the taxes, the deadlines, it's a lot to wrap your head around. But honestly, don't sweat it. We're going to treat this like a quest, and this explainer, this is your step-by-step map to get you through it. Whether you've found the perfect car abroad, or you're moving over and want to bring your pride and joy with you, you are in exactly the right place. We're about to cut through all the confusion and show you exactly what you need to do to get those UK plates and drive legally. All right, let's get into it.
We've broken this whole journey down into 4 main stages. First, we'll look at the moment the vehicle actually crosses the border. Then, we'll talk about a really critical 14-day clock that starts ticking. After that, it's the final steps for approval and registration, and finally, we'll cover some special cases that could end up saving you some serious cash.
Okay, Chapter 1 of our quest starts right at the UK border. And the very first thing to figure out is how your vehicle is getting here, because that decision is a major fork in the road and sends you down one of 2 very different paths right from the get-go.
So let's break this down. On one hand, if you're using a shipping company, they pretty much handle the heavy lifting. Their customs agent has to make an import declaration for you, and you'll pay any tax right there at the border. But if you're driving it in yourself, say off the ferry or through the Channel Tunnel, it's different. You don't do anything at the border, you just drive on through, and you only declare and pay taxes later if HMRC tells you to.
Right, so no matter which path you took to get here, the moment your vehicle is physically in the UK, a very, very important clock starts ticking. This next step is mandatory for everyone.
14. This is the number. Burn it into your brain because it is a hard deadline.
You get exactly 14 days from the arrival date to tell the tax authorities, HMRC, that your vehicle is in the country. If you miss this window, you're looking at potential fines. And you do this using a specific online system.
And that system is called NOVA. It stands for Notification of Vehicle Arrivals. Think of NOVA as the official gateway to the rest of the process. It's not just a piece of admin. Until your NOVA is fully processed and cleared, you are completely blocked from registering your vehicle. It's a deal breaker.
So how do you actually do the NOVA? Well, it's a 3-step dance. First, get your paperwork together. Things like customs forms, the invoice for the car, and proof of its VIN number. Second, submit it. Again, if you shipped it, the agent can do this. If you drove it in, you'll have to contact a special team at HMRC called the CARS team. And third, and this is crucial, you have to pay any taxes you owe before they'll give you the final sign-off on your NOVA.
Okay, once your NOVA is sorted, you are officially on the home stretch. This next part is all about proving your vehicle is safe and legal for UK roads, and then getting it officially registered so you can finally get those number plates.
Here's the final checklist. 1. Get vehicle approval. This is basically a certificate that says your car meets UK safety standards. 2. Register it with the DVLA. That means more forms, a £55 fee, and paying your vehicle tax. 3. Get plates. Once that V5C logbook lands on your doormat, you can go to a shop and get your number plates made up. And 4, and this is absolutely non-negotiable, get insured before you even think about driving it.
Now listen up, because this is a massive heads up. You absolutely cannot register a vehicle that's considered seriously damaged. We're talking about something that would be a write-off. The most painful part, any money you've already paid for approval fees or taxes will not be refunded. So please check the vehicle's history and condition before you spend a single penny on importing it.
All right, when you're ready to register with the DVLA, you're going to need a specific pile of paperwork. Make sure you have your proof of vehicle approval, the car's original registration document from wherever it came from, some proof of when you got it, like the sales invoice, and a special V267 form if it's a brand new car. And remember, they'll want to see the originals.
So far, we've walked down the main path that most people will take. But what if your situation's a bit different? Let's explore some of the special cases and tax reliefs, because you might be eligible to pay a whole lot less. As you can see, your reason for bringing the car here makes a huge difference to your wallet. If you're moving to the UK, bringing back a car you used to own here, or you're just a visitor, you can often get tax relief. For pretty much any other reason, you should expect to pay VAT and customs duty. Let's dig into a couple of the big ones.
Okay, if you're moving here to live, this transfer of residence relief is a game changer. But timing is everything. You have to apply for it and get approved by HMRC before you import the vehicle. If you get the green light, they'll give you a unique reference number. You give that number to your customs agent, and just like that, no tax to pay.
What about bringing a car back home? You might get return goods relief,
but the rules are super strict. 1, you have to be the same person who took it out of the country. 2, it had to be a UK market car in the first place. And 3, you can't have done any major upgrades that pumped up its value while it was away.
And 2 other quick ones. If you're not a resident and you're just visiting for less than 6 months, you can usually just drive on your home country's plates without all this hassle. And if you're re-importing a car that used to be registered here, you get some good news. You can skip the whole vehicle approval step. You still have to do the NOVA and register it, though.
Whew, okay, that was a lot of ground to cover, wasn't it? From the moment it arrives to all the paperwork, let's do a super quick recap of the entire quest with a simple timeline so you can see it all laid out.
All right, let's put it all together. Day 0, your vehicle arrives, you've got those 2 critical weeks to get the NOVA notification done. After that, vehicle approval might take another 2 weeks. Then, registering with the DVLA can take up to 6 more weeks. So all in, you should probably budget for this whole process to take at least 2 to 3 months before you're legally driving on UK roads.
And really, that's the best way to think about it. Yes, it's a journey filled with a lot of paperwork and some pretty strict deadlines, but every single form you fill out, every deadline you meet, it's just another checkpoint passed on your way to that finish line. Driving your car, legally, here in the UK.
So there you have it. We've laid out the entire map, from that first fork in the road to the final destination. The path is clear, you know all the checkpoints. The only question left is, are you ready to start your engine?